Thank you guys for tuning in to Kicking It with Tyree. I have my guest here.
Larry Bull, man. Hillside in the building. Winter Circle, Hoodlum Gang, all that beautiful stuff, man. Shout out to all my peoples.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm lovely, man. You know, it's a beautiful Sunday. You caught me right after, you know, a good old mid-afternoon nap because I was up early, man. I'm an early bird, so went and took me a little old nap. Watching Blackish.
I haven't watched that show in a minute.
Never seen it until last night. I started watching it.
It's good. It's a good show. It's funny.
Yeah.
But I just never got really into it to like keep watching it, you know.
I like it because it doesn't have a laugh track. And it reminds me of, you know, Everybody Hates Chris, and I think that 70s show didn't have one. But and Bertie Mac was the first show to ever not have one. So watch, like, you know, it's cool to watch it and, you know, you laugh when you want to. And
not when people
you know, sometimes I don't even laugh. I be making little like quirky little faces and shit. Like on one of the episodes, dude was teaching his son how to rib. Anthony Anderson, he was teaching Junior how to rib because he had bully problems. And dude came home and I guess he had went on a spree of just flaming niggas at school. So I'm sorry, it was so funny. So when he come home, he talking to his moms and his sisters and them is there. And dog flamed her. He flamed his sister and his mom, dog. And it was so hard, bro. It was so funny. Like, it was almost like a bar. Like, I was watching the battle rap or something. Because when he said it, it's like they all gassed it. They was like, oh! Got the high five and this shit. Like, Anthony Anderson was encouraging dude to flame his wife, bro. Like, yeah, you know, your mama ass, boy. You know, as soon as they did it, I made this little face. I didn't even laugh. I was just like, oh, shit. And then I was like, oh! Like, it was...
I'm going to have to start watching it, definitely. I always start off with one question. How did you get started with music, battle rap?
I got started with music. It's a very, very quick but intricate story. I was always drawn to music as a shorty. Like, when I was 5, I remember I used to get called in the living room, because I used to always stand in front of the TV and perform my favorite songs that used to be on BET. You know, back then you had like 3-4 hour chunks of videos going on, you know what I'm saying? And Pops them used to always get the little VHSs and record everything on them. So one of my favorite songs was Look Into My Eyes by Bone Thugs. And I remember my uncle used to always want to see me come in there and do that little song. Like, I don't even know if I knew the words, bro. But I was like, yeah, come do it. That was when I was 5. By the time I was 14, 13, you know, 50 Cent was the hottest thing out. I had seen the Beef DVD, and I started discovering LimeWire. So I started, you know, getting instrumentals and beats and stuff. And by the time I made it to high school, I started recording music. But I didn't take it serious until I was 22. Like, I had been in a whole functioning rap group and everything maybe about 2 or 3 times until I actually clicked. It was like, you know what? I'm going to actually rap as the #1 option. Like, what you want to do with your life, Jimmy? Oh, I want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, I didn't get that until I was like 22. And what got me to do it was, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was naturally drawn to it. It was probably one of the only things that was easy to do out of everything I tried. And, you know, the family business was being an athlete. Well, bro. Yeah. You see me, like, look, I ain't got no muscle, bro. Like, I'm a slim dude, small guy. Everybody in my family is, you know, 6 foot plus, 200 plus pounds. You know what I'm saying? All of them is LeBron James Jr. or has the potential to be something special as an athlete early and all that, but not me. I bypassed all that. I was a imagination station type of dude. Like, I run around, was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Power Rangers with sticks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Video game dude, when they, like, I had every system that came out when they was coming out back then. So I was, you know, outside, imagination, or video games.
I feel you.
And then the raps just kind of came, you know, in between as something that I just felt cool doing. That was the thing that, you know, gave me my superpower. Whenever I rapped or started to, freestyle when I was doing that. That was the only time I got reactions out of people. It was that, and I was a good ass class clown too. Did a lot of talking, so it was easy to get over with that. And then I just started downloading beats. Like I said, just started rapping on stuff. And then my dad heard me rapping one day, and he called me upstairs and was like, "Man, you don't want to go lay something down?" And I'm like, "I don't know what you mean." Oh shit, that was a beat. He was like, "I don't know what you mean." He like, record. I'm like, studios here, man. I grew up believing that first and foremost that it wasn't even possible to do that here.
Yeah.
I was so closed-minded about Milwaukee because I didn't know no history. I didn't even know like people from Milwaukee did special things like that. I thought you had to go to LA or be in LA and be from over there or be from New York or later on be from the South to be fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or Chicago. It's just not here. You know what I mean? Until he was like, "No, you can go record." And then I remember, shout out my guy Rance Young from Vocal Park. He was actually one of the people who let me know that there was quality recording here because he had did a mixtape called Nothing to Lose Volume 1 when he was a sophomore, I was a freshman, high school. And I bought the tape from him. I was shocked. And after I heard it, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll record it. I actually think about giving it a try. And then instead of even, getting a chance to prepare myself, Pops was just like, "Yo, I hollered at your big cousin, Cedric. He about to come through. Gonna take you to the studio. He gonna show you his guy. Y'all gonna record." I'm like, You know what I'm saying? I didn't even expect that. But I had already had raps written at this point. You know what I'm saying? I was always a good writer. I ain't gonna say I was the best writer, but I was most definitely a good writer. I knew how to make stories super long. When we used to have, writing the journal time in school as an elementary kid, my stories used to always be 4-5 pages.
Yeah.
And I always knew how to continue the story. And it was always longer and wackier. And like, I was always going like, well, how we get here? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just follow the pen. And so it was always easy to do that. So when it was time to go record, I had raps. I just didn't know if it was going to be good. Yeah. It was until, I think it was my first time recording, I one take Timmy. I got my first take off, and it was fire. I was like, yeah! And then the intrigueness and the whole science behind wanting to rap it continued from there. Starting to studying how people recorded and watching plenty different, rap movies and hip-hop culture movies from The Art of the 16, Beef 1, 2, and 3, which is nothing but the art of the battle MC. You know what I'm saying? But even in the first one, you get a whole hip hop lesson before they even talk about rappers even competing.
Yeah,
you feel me? So
they give a full history.
Right.
Like the first, I say 15 minutes is just a history of hip hop.
Yeah, and Ving Rhames is a very imposing type of voice to make you listen in that first one. Shout out Ving Rhames, man. Does that beat bothering you, bro?
That's fine.
Because I don't want you to get stung, and I don't want to get stung either. That's why I'm like, hey, if we got to pause and go rock the beat real quick.
I'm good.
We can get it done. It's 3 of us. We have the numbers.
How did you get started with battle rapping?
Battle rap, man. Battle rap is damn near the same thing as real rap. Like, I was intrigued by real rap when I was 5, but like I said, I didn't start wanting to or getting that bug to try to even, put the pen to the pad and rap until I seen Beef.
Yeah.
And when I seen Beef and I'm starting to hear these clips of these diss tracks that are actually, on file and on record, I'm like, with the LimeWire situation and then even later on YouTube, I'm like, let me go back, check this out. And I'm going to listen to these tracks and I'm hearing like some of my favorite rappers go into like God mode. I'm like, these are some of the coldest raps they've ever written, bro. Like some of my favorite rappers, they literally won't get past probably one of their best diss tracks, let alone making a hit out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cannabis, second round knockout, one of the best diss records I ever heard. He lost that battle. But all of that came from, the intrigue of the competitive sport. You know what I'm saying? And seeing people always being pushed to their limits. And then even, get into rap myself. Like the first rap I wrote down was an Andy Milonakis diss because I had seen the end of his little show with the credits and shit. and he was like rapping, and I was kind of like, man, like who you calling a geek? Like I ain't know, like you know what I'm saying, the whole situation. I was just more like, oh, so he could rap,
So
he on TV, like. Bro,
why
I know
can't
I
he
can
do it?
rap. Fuck that. I know I got bars. If this dude is out here and people messing with him, I know I got some fire in the chamber. And that's how I started. So, you know, I started writing battle songs and I started freestyling because my little brother was getting dissed by my older cousin and he didn't rap.
Mm.
And my older cousin didn't rap like that. I mean, he didn't rap like that either. But he was like, nah, we wilding out type rapping. So he was like, yeah, you getting these bars and ribbing niggas. And I was like, hold up, you know, I got defense bars. We gonna settle it. That's how I got started. So I was always kicked off by the competitive nature of rapping. And then once we started discovering battle rap, I remember, you know, 2006, 2005, finding the Fight Club battles, watching Fight Club late nights on MTV U and MTV2 and all that. Then, you know, seeing the Murder Mookie Serious Jones battle on YouTube and on demand. One time when I had Time Warner Cable and stuff, like I was all like, whoa. But I also knew like this is real God level pen. I ain't start wanting to battle rap till last year. And what made me want to battle rap was when I finally got to a point where like me and my guys was watching so much battle like
rap.
So much Smack, so much King of the Dot, Don't Flop, RBE. We was watching all those. Like I said, we have been watching it since Smack was Smack when he was and it was barbershop battles in 5 rounds, 7 rounds, and non-stop. And there was no such thing as a punchline. It was just bring your shit. Ain't no we getting 3 months to prepare. You got some raps, battle. And whoever run out of raps, you lost. Simple as that. So, you know, coming from that era to now, watching all that, I remember when the first Summer Madness happened and going, what is Summer Madness? Seeing Calico and all them other dudes and not even knowing like what that was going to become. I'm like, man, who is these niggas? I was expecting, you know, the move, the Iron Solomon. I was still hooked on them dudes and Cicero and Reed Dollars and Rex and them. Casa ugly ass. I was with that.
I used to watch Reed Dollars a lot.
Right, but I had
murder.
I hadn't even known that I had missed the whole wave of when the URL came. When Cal and all of that next wave came. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. But now, you know, it's 2018 and we on Summer Madness. I think Summer Madness 7 was yesterday. And Summer Madness 8 is in another month or so. So I'm like, look where we at now. So I was so intrigued, but I was also like, if I ever do this, I know I got to be really good. And I got to a point where we started putting little raps together. But it wasn't like I was sitting there writing them down. Like me and my guys was able to like sit there and like spitball them. Like, you know how Wild 'N Out do theirs? But we was actually trying to make Smack bars. But it started off as a joke. You know, like we'd walk in, we had the Don DeMarco buddy, like so we're on YouTube and like everybody say so fire, like ah, we're like like we got so into breaking it and making everything into a bar that when even we was having conversations, say something real, say something smart or something witty, or you know something that actually sound like it could be a rap line, we'd be like, now them bars. I have real conversation with somebody, and let's say you be like, man, you know what I'm saying, you can't get to the water and expect it to be clean if you don't look at it. What? Now that sound like some mythical like wisdom type shit. That it was randomly, you know, that shit that don't make no fucking sense at all. But the way you say it, niggas be like, oh, them bars. Like if you got any kind of understanding out of that pertaining to whatever situation it might have been, that statement might have made sense. You be like, them bars. Now them bars right there. You know what I'm saying? Pops, you might say some shit like, them bars.
I'm gonna write that down. Bars.
And that's how we do too. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, hold on, bro. I'm stealing that. And really do that, you know what I'm saying? So and that's what really made me get into battle rap. You know who Fat Nerds is, right? The young dudes.
Yeah, Fat Nerds.
Now, Mind, all them guys. So me and Mind are real close friends, you know what I'm saying? And we had a show that I was doing and he was we were sitting outside eating lunch. And I was like, hey, check these random little smack bars I made up. And he was like, I don't want to hear that shit if you're not finna battle.
Yeah.
So when he said that, and then my guys and them was like, bro, you ever thought about it? I was like, at first I was like, I don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
Until I seen, it was an actual URL event here. Well, not a URL event, but one of the URL battlers got his own league, Cortez. he has his own league called Tears Over Tears. They had a March Madness event here on 92nd and 90 something Silver Spring at the what's the name, at the Courtside bar over there. And we walked in the building. My cousin was sponsoring the event. Define Rich, his clothing brand, was sponsoring the event. So he gave us 2 tickets, and me and Mike Regal go there. And we go there, and we see I seen a numerous amount of rappers, but the ones that stood out to me was LL Cool G, who's from here, who's also actually battled a lot of URL dudes in like the last 2 years. This man's battled plenty of our favorite battle rappers from the URL at this point, more the young guys. And he battled, I think, the more seasoned dude, the quantum physics dude. I don't know if you ever heard of QP, but he's battled him last month. I saw that with my own eyeballs. Like, that's how close it is now. Like, I'm seeing dudes we see on Smack right here through Milwaukee events. And that was my first time going to a Milwaukee battle rap event. And to see Cortez, after seeing him on Smack for as long as I have, and then you see him right there, he got his own league and he giving everybody shots and shit. And you know from there, you never know, he can be Ayo Smack. This is my guy, Whoopty Wham. He just murdered like 40 dudes the last 4 years on my league. Check him out. Or you got somebody wanting to battle him, and you know what I mean? Like that could get you to the URL. You can standing next to dude and getting your own Don DeMarco. So, and to see Cool G and my guy Hoodlum, you know, to see these 2 dudes battle somebody in like 3 rounds and just go nuts, and you get the reaction that you see on the internet, like where everybody just shaking your shirt and you, fuck is they talking about? The dude is going crazy, and like I was like, I wanted to know what that even felt like. So when I did I got to my first battle off of a whim. Like, I remember like talking to my cousin about doing it, and he was like, all right, well, I sponsored the last event, so I know some guys, and I try to get you in, but you know, it'll probably be like 4 or 5 months from now when they finally throw in an event, and then you're just gonna have to be ready or something. And I remember, as fast as he said that, within a month, I was like walking around damn near about to piss on myself, scared, because when you don't understand, when it's time to battle, you know, it's different when you say, hey, you want to come perform and do a show. You got songs. You always, when you really doing your shit, you got songs. You always ready to perform.
Yeah.
But it's different when they say, yo, meet me at the park, or meet me at this bar, or meet me in the basement of somebody's crib. The cameras is here. We finna battle. We got a guy for you, however many rounds y'all agree to, however long the time limit is, and you gotta go. Whether he's an out-of-towner or somebody here. Might even be somebody you knew from rapping, like from the music scene in Milwaukee. Hey,
so
it's time to come rap, big baby. And like, you know, every time I see his number flash, I'm thinking it's for that. So I'm just paranoid. I'm damn near like, I don't know how long my rounds is. I don't know how to bust down my rounds into 3-minute increments. Like, I'm going off of rap intuition. Like, all right, I know how long a bar is in a rap song. I know how long a minute is in bars and rap versions. I'm like, you know, 16 bars, 1 minute. So I'm like, all right, 3 minutes. So 3 sets of 16, or 4 sets of 16, get you 60 seconds. I'm doing it like that. But I ended up, you know, when I got the phone call, I was in bed. But I ain't gonna lie, I had a long Saturday. I was getting ready to take a little nap. You see me in this nap, right?
That midday nap. And
the phone rang, and I'm like, hello, what's up? And he like, yo, cuz, we got a ducker. A guy from Jersey came down here that they paid, I guess they paid him like $400 or something to come down here and battle. And the guy that he's supposed to battle from here didn't show. But we don't want to send him home. He's out of town. You know how far he came. We don't want to send him home without an opponent. And if you got some stuff ready, you can come now, and this could be your debut, bro. Like, the battle gonna be released on the league and everything. Like, this could be your audition to get you started. And he's like, if you got some stuff, you know, come on. And I'm like, it's, you know, it's sink or swim, do or die, hit or miss. And I'm like, yeah. How long it's gotta be? He was like, no more than 5 to 6 minutes. I had 9. All right. I'm like, how many rounds? He was like, just 1. So I'm like, that's even easier. Cool. I'm thinking we got 3 minutes. I got close to 9 minutes. I gotta figure out something. By the time we get to the third, I probably would have choked because I would have ran out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time. I ain't know. So we get there, and I'm not even. I don't even know what to wear. So I'm like, I come in some khaki shorts, and Nike shirt, and a hat. You know what I'm saying? throw on my little gold chain or something. Like, let's get out here. And I remember the guy, Great Britain. It's my man's now, but you know, at that point, he didn't know my name. He's like, this. He's like, yo, say it. This your man's? You're like, yeah, this him. You're like, you sure? He's like, you know, I look like, you know, I ain't got no bars, or at least I'm not them kind of bars. You know, the battle rap shit. You know, most people, you don't expect that from a lot of people when they battle rap until you hear them battle rap or you see them, and you gotta see them more than once to even believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh, this okay. And the dude I battled have been battling, you know, double-digit plus years, and he's from one of the meccas in battle rap, which is Jersey.
Yeah.
Some of the coldest battle rappers that we know now from Jersey. The hottest ones out right now. You know, Twerk, Jersey, Suge, Jersey, all that, man. So I'm like, oh, all right, bet. And I had to go first. I lost the coin toss. So, and that's kind of been my thing now. I haven't won a coin toss since I started battle rapping. That's about the only thing I don't win, though. You know, I'm undefeated as of right now. I don't think I've lost a battle yet. And if you check the footage, you might agree, nigga. So I'm like, you know, but at that point, I'm like, shit, let me do my shit. And by the time I got about, you know, a minute and a half in, I was rapping extra fast because I was nervous. I don't know if I was finna choke or not. I didn't want to look at nobody. And then it got to a point I just zoned out. I was so nervous that I zoned out. You know how they be like, you know, picture yourself in your underwear, or picture ain't nobody there, or focus on that one person you care about who's in the crowd and all that crazy stuff. Ain't nobody I knew. I was by myself. My cousin behind me, so I can't look at him. I gotta focus and be, you know, be a good showman at the same time. So I'm trying to be aware of the camera. But like I said, I'm about to piss on myself with nervousness. And there's a whole bunch of street niggas and, you know, real niggas and all kind of, you know, everybody is just waiting for you to fuck up so they can do you dirty. Even if you cold, bro, they waiting on it. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there like, man, and I just started rapping. And by the time we was done, I got a couple of high fives and you know, they shaking me from behind and stuff. I wasn't prepared for that. So when they asked me like, oh, this nigga cooking, I'm just like, yeah, yeah. Like I didn't know how to even react to people liking my own bars. So I was just kind of stopping and making mean face like, yeah. You know, now it's a whole nother ball game. I'm comfortable with it now. Fuck is niggas talking about? This nigga dead! And all that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm doing the super high fire where like the shit is so fire and you know you wanted to keep rapping. But they just like, fuck that. And I'll be like, almost like, but I'm not a rapper. Bro, I look around like, see? I'm trying to rap. All kind of cool shit, man.
Finish the bar.
Right, like I remember my first time ever doing a haymaker where, you know, that it's like a Don DeMarco type moment where the whole room just you have to let it go. And it was I battled this guy named Mr. NBA, and I had a NBA bar. Mm-hmm. And I was like, and it was like a NBA Jams bar, you know, he's on fire. I actually made a bar around that, and by the time I had got to it, I had set it up so perfectly where like you could predict it. Mm-hmm. And then, like I said, the guy's name was Mr. NBA, so I'm like, fuck NBA, shoot till it jam. Now he's on. By the time I said fire, I didn't realize it because when I had said it, I thought, hey, no one nobody fucking with me. Because I had said he's on fire, but I was in mode. I wasn't paying attention to nobody. I had my hood up. And I'm like, on fire! And I stepped back. Next thing I know, one of the audience, the crowd members, had stepped. It's actually my guy Hoodlum. He steps in front of me, and he just looked at me. He's like, "What the?" Like he just gave me his face. Like, boy, don't you what you doing that for? Hold up, man. And then everybody else is ah. And you know, in Milwaukee, we got this. There's an actual like group of guys called the point guards, who whenever you say something fire, they'll come and point at you, and like out of nowhere, they come right in front of the camera. These big ass finger, just go right in your face. You know what I'm saying? Like the Milwaukee culture is so interesting, bro. Like just like how we got shit that only Milwaukee niggas know as far as neighborhoods and weird ass shit like the station wagon with all the bumper stickers on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like how y'all got that. And battle rap is like that too, because we'd had battle rap for over 10 years, bro. You'd be surprised at how many people either got onto the URL or got close to it from here already. You'd be surprised. So, like, you know, I'm seeing all that. You know, these dudes is doing that, and I ain't even catch on, bro. But when I watched the footage, by the time I said on fire, the whole crowd was with me. and they was and I just remember like going waiting, and then realizing everybody was tripping, and then going, "Fuck this bitch ass nigga, let's go!" Like I was geeked as hell, dog. I got the ranting and raving and shit. Like I'm like, and then it was so fire. I think I had more raps to go and shit, and I just was like, no,
I'm
time. I don't want to rap no more. Time, nigga, fucking time. But my, being able to even get to that was my fourth battle. And it was a tag team battle. So I had already learned how to work with another person. And I don't know if you guys know him, but his name is Jay Lopez. Look him up. Dude is like this close to appearing on the next Big Smack card. Or battling somebody of a high stature that we all know and love from the URL. You know what I'm saying? From here. You know what I'm saying? Humble Milwaukee dude. There's plenty of them though. Like that's the crazy part. It's multiple guys from here, multiple, and it's not just a here thing. It's a Midwest thing as a whole. It's a lot of us, a lot of people battle rapping in this region. You know what I'm saying? And me and him, I knew him from, like I said, doing music around the scene. And he was one of the guys. We was kind of in the same boat, underground. Nobody really know us, even on the scene in the city yet. And he started battle rapping and took the fuck off. He started a year before me. And I grew that quickly simply because I had learned how to perform on stage for the last 3-4 years going into that. You know what I'm saying? I had actually had a lot of experience from going to church, being thrown on the spot. When, the pastor just call you out of nowhere and be like, come on up.
Come on and sing.
Or, no, I'm not a singer. So it was most definitely like, for me, it was to like come up and, like lead us in the offering or like to run the whole testimony service. So basically like be a host. Or but and that's even harder because now you got a whole room looking at you and we ain't got no cue cards. All they doing is telling me who coming up to sing next or who finna come do the prayer or do the sermon. And I gotta say your name correctly and be all happy and whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Just being on the spot. And then I took public speech class for a whole, year or whatever and at UWM. And like I said, I was always a writer. I took creative writing in high school. So I had already, knew how to write. And then recording from the age of 15 till, like I said, I didn't start battle rapping until I was 24, 25. So you got, double-digit years worth of recording.
Yes,
it's in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with my voice. And like I said, and I'm such a fan of it, it was almost like, it's like, bro, how you be like, you watch Kobe shoot for so long that when you pick up the ball, you just from watching him, you think you can gauge it. So that's what gets you to go out there and start trying some shit. So you might end up getting a little move that you done seen him do on camera like 4 or 5 times. So you just copy it. Next thing you know, you pulling off the Euro step and you doing all the extra moves. And that's how it was with me in battle rap. Like I had already got my foot wet being in front of hundreds of people, performing and, doing many different shows and going on tour with Mike Regal and A.R. Wesley as a cohesive group and just growing myself as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Working with Regal and those guys putting my album together, a real album. Like up until that point, I had only did mixtapes and compilation joints with other crews that I had been rocking with or coming up with at the time. But when I met Mike, I was a independent artist. I didn't even have the name Larry Bull yet. He gave me my rap name. So not only did he executive produce and help me sculpt my sound, him and my cousin Mike and I, not only did he help me sculpt my sound, he helped me create myself as an artist. He was the person who showed me how to create the blueprint that ended up being the creativeness in the moniker that is Larry Bull, and that ended up making Philside and everything that I even start doing the way I do it in my music now. Like what I'm saying, that little personality, that little guy that you always gonna like. Hey, if you ever meet me and then hear me rap or see me battle or see me on stage, and then when you talk to me and you hang out with me or you speak to me, you be like, oh yeah, I see the correlation. You know what I'm saying? Everything that makes me special or that I felt like made me is able to fully be brought out through rap. And battle rap was just another way to get the aggression out without, my music suffering. Because most people who they do battle rap full time like that, they say can't make music,
Yeah.
or like you be in such a rap lyrical miracle mode that you don't know how to make things for people who don't think like that, or
Yeah.
who just trying to unwind, or you don't have no musical inclination. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to do music, but you can rap really good. My whole thing was I learned how to rap really good first. When I first got into music, my bar was set with Cassidy, T.I., Lil Wayne, Dedication 2 version Wayne. You know what I'm saying? So it is already up there. Jay-Z, up there. Just listening to the battle tracks that I was influenced by, up there. You know what I'm saying? It was learning how to make music was what Regal showed me how to do. How to, you know what I'm saying, the science that goes in behind understanding creative output from people and how to put creative things together. He showed me how to create all around. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was what he helped me tap into, and that's what kept me from being, that's what even gave me the creative mindset to go, all right, I'm gonna do battle rap to get all of those quote unquote mixtape bars that everybody want to hear. When they be like, yo, spit something, that's when they want to hear the bars. You know what I'm saying? And so I said I'm gonna take that, and I'm not gonna put it in the music as much. Like, I'm gonna leave that for, you know, what I want to do to help, you know, change the world, and, you know, give a statement or tell a story or share something, and use that for my inspirational use and reaching the masses and touching the ears in a different way. You know, that's my generational stuff to leave behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave a legacy there. More knowledge goes there. Battle rap ain't about knowledge. It's about violation, disrespect, annihilation, and winning. And how cool and impressive can you really be with your words? How do you really know how to break down the English language? Can you play with it? It's a different level of all of that. So I took all of the super hard complex stuff that, you know, most of your non-music making rappers do on beats, and I said I'm gonna put it over here. And that creative thinking is what helped me to go separate them and be able to make good music, be a great performer, and understand that moniker and that person that makes music and does this is role model, has something that he stands for, all of it. Battle rap, nah. This is where you realize, oh, that nigga from Milwaukee. That nigga from off 31st Street. You know what I'm saying? That nigga had it rough. Hey, he ain't no punk neither. You know what I'm saying? How he speak to you lets you know he'll hold his own. You know what I'm saying? Because when you battle rap, to me, it's like the battle of the spirits. You know what I'm saying? How strong is your spirit? How much will and dignity you got? How much patience you got? What's in you really? You know what I'm saying? Is you really tough? All right, cool. So when dudes say, fuck your mama, he pissed on your grandma's grave, and he gonna set your cousins on fire and make it rhyme good, then what you gonna say? When everybody laugh at you, or when the Don DeMarco go off for him, how you gonna feel then? You know what I'm saying? And it taught me how to be, you know, tough skinned. You know, there's another way of playing the dozens too. So I had to be prepared. Like, bro, you got a bald head, you got a blue eye. You know what I'm saying? You talk funny sometimes. You get caught slipping. You know, you slip and fall too. Anything can be used against you. You know what I'm saying? So, but creatively, it taught me how to have that separation, man. And that's what helped me grow in battle rap as quickly as I did, because I had already became a seasoned artist.
Yeah.
You know, and this was just another mode and lane to create. And, you know, me in the situation I'm in, I work as much as I can, but I do rap, music, battle rap full time.
Yeah.
Like, that is the initial primary income that I root for. And the house I live in, you know, I take care of my whole family. You know, my dad is up in age now. My siblings, we all live here. You know what I'm saying? And while they here, me being the oldest in the house, my responsibility to do what I gotta do, and me being the junior at that, I got a legacy to carry. You know what I'm saying? And my dad took care of me as long as he has. Now when it's time to reciprocate, you do the same.
Yeah.
And being in that position, it get hard, it get frustrating, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there ain't nobody you can really go to that can understand that. Even, you know, even with, you know, my guys being my support system in music, and then my non-music friends being my support system, there's still certain things that you always, as a person, you got to deal with on your own, them your walks, them your trials. And it get hard, man, carrying that, or just the even understanding of going, all right, the superhero that come to your rescue now needs you to come to his or theirs, like in any aspect. You know what I'm saying? You need help. You know, that rattles me. It makes me angry sometimes, you know, when you're dealing with your current situation. But we all know from watching around and seeing your own kind self-destruct, there's a better way to deal with that.
Yeah.
Battle rap is how I deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Music is my outlet to voice opinions but also speak for others. Battle rap is strictly for me to get my shit off.
Right.
And it just so happens that you feel like you wanna do this in my ear and all that. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Well, I got some bills that's due at the crib, or I just had a couple doctor's appointments I just had to come from, and I ain't like what I heard. I'm finna come fuck you up with my words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Most people nowadays have problems anyway and come home and just lash out. Shit, I do the same thing, just in rapping. Go lash out on a dude from Kentucky real quick for about a good 9-10 minutes. I know the time limit was 8, but fuck that. I got a lot of shit to say. You know what I mean? So, but that's basically what it is, man. And all of that stuff just drives me and fuels me, man. I'm trying to be something special, trying to be something great, and as well as trying to be something remembered here. I want to leave a legacy behind here and be in that position of something, legendary. But when they speak about that legend, I want them to speak about Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I want them to speak about 31st Street. I want them to speak about my family, the Ivories as a whole. You know what I'm saying? I want to be part of the reason that Milwaukee is special, man.
But probably first guest I've had on the show that answered every question without me even asking. It was like pretty much I'd be like thinking of a question and you would just go right into it, and then I think of another question, you go right into it. I'd be like, oh, I ain't even gotta ask nothing. Dude, just
I'm psychic like that, man. I have that effect on people.
I want to thank you, bro, for letting us come through. Being in the house.
Like I said, there's gonna be way more and more times,
yeah,
man.
We'll have to get together one more time. We'll have to come see a battle show. Let me know when you got
August 25th
one. August 25th?
Yep. The cameras still running. You got proof that I told you. August 25th. I think it's supposed to be in the afternoon, around 2-3 in the afternoon. I got a flyer. It's gonna be at this on this league called Jack City Battle League.
Right. I'm actually gonna be back on that day. So.
August 25th. It's gonna be me versus another Milwaukee legend. His name is it's actually my first real battle against a Milwaukee veteran. Everyone that I've battled up until now has been out of city. I battled somebody from Jersey. I battled somebody from Peoria, Illinois. I battled 2 guys from Peoria, and I battled somebody from Racine. So that's not Milwaukee. It's Racine. You know how the Milwaukee Racine stereotype goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, battled somebody from Racine. 2 guys from Kenosha during the tag team. And the last dude I battled was from Chicago, but he lived in Minnesota. So it's kind of Chicago by way of Minnesota. And I'm going to Minnesota in October to battle. On the same dude that battled me here, his league booked me out there to go battle somebody else. So I'm going out there late October to go battle. So I haven't stopped battling since I started a year ago in June. I think my first battle was June 17th. Right. So it was exactly 2 months before I released my first, full-length album. So, and the calendar year came back around pretty fucking fast.
Yeah,
I can honestly say battle rap, since doing battle rap and being able to perform outside the city, you know what I'm saying, and having way more show opportunities than I did when I first started. Since my album has been released, I'm most definitely got into a position where I'm at least in the city, some sort of household name where, people want to reach out and give me opportunities to come talk to the people and, potentially touch a soul and reach somebody and also entertain everyone. So with that being said, telling time goes by quick as fuck with doing all that, because, the battles be spaced out. Like, all right, I got booked for this battle in August, and I had just finished a battle July 8th, and I got the offer for that battle the next week. And for the next month, at the end of that month. So boom, by the time you get to the end of August and that moment is finally out your ear, because I've been working on it and practicing on it for so long, thinking about it, boom, it's here. September's around the corner. And you got a whole another month to prepare for what you're doing at the end of October. And I'm somebody who I'm so afraid of choking or getting my ass whooped, I do everything ahead of schedule. Because this is my livelihood. I treat this like how Ray Lewis treat football. You know what I'm saying? I give myself crazy pep talks. I do like Kevin Garnett, bang my head against, not walls, but, you know, I punch walls and fling chairs after I finish rehearsing. Like, I just said fire. Like, I promise you, I'd have been out here. I, like, walked up on the fence, closed the look. Fuck is niggas talking about? Kicking over the garbage can and shit. Like, can't fuck with me. Neighbors be coming out like, oh, we heard you out here, you know. We thought you was out here arguing with somebody. Then we heard you, know, like, wait a minute, he's rapping. You know, this house and this house, you hearing me going fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't have that, man, but I take it that serious. That serious. Like, I got to be in mode before I even get there. You know what I'm saying? There's even spiritual approaches. You know what I'm saying? I'm a praying man. I'm a God-fearing man. Like, I've been to church. I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I also know more than what they want to tell us. But, you know, I just been being a spiritual person and for so long, and like, bro, it even becomes that kind of thing for me where, like, I get deep into prayer leading into battles on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I do different type of mental exercises, from doing yoga and working out every day to trying to rap my lyrics in extreme environments. Like, all right, you exhausted. You just been working out, you know, an hour straight, and just say you did something new. You did new exercise today, so your body really done because you never did it before. All right, now that you're done, take 8 sips of this water. Give yourself 2 minutes, but then rap your whole thing 100% like you on stage right now, and the guy's right there, and you gotta give your all. You can't fuck up. You can't choke. None of that. And if you choke, you lost.
Yeah.
And believe me, I done found every way possible to choke leading into a battle. Whether it's, hey, yo, and you can't say nothing. Or you get that, oh, and then you forget. All that, you know what I'm saying? Or you get the coldest part off, and then you just can't get it back.
Yeah.
Everything. So, every way possible, I'm trying to fuck up on purpose. And then trying to correct it. You know what I'm saying? Then I go from right here to doing it exhausted to walk to the store. Go walk and rap. You feel me? And then see how good you is. See how far you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And I'm walking from here to the store, all around the corner, and then you got people, you know, thinking you crazy because they walking past you or driving past you and the window down, or the neighbors is sitting out, so you don't even know they there because you started rapping back there. By the time you get there, they right there. They looking dead at you, but you in mode now, and my arms just flailing around, and I'm in voice projection as loud as shit. I'm a loud ass nigga, so you know they hear me. Damn, you know, niggas is really with the shit, and you kicking that shit, but you like, nah, you can't lose the focus. You know, most people, if somebody's randomly catch you doing something, you, oh, what up, bro? Or you just look, let me get past them, and then I get back to it. Or you whisper, turn yourself down, like, nah, embrace the uncomfortableness. It's like rapping in front of crowds. Like, one time I was working outside in front of the house, and my next door neighbor, her father goes to a senior citizens rec center every morning, and he gets picked up by a little bus driver. And that day I just so happened to start rehearsing, and I was working on the rounds for my last battle that I just did in July. And the dude lets the old guy on the bus, but like I said, that guy comes and picks him up every day. Yeah. And I work on my raps leading up to a battle. Once I get everything written down and I'm starting to practice every day, 3 times a day. And when I say 3 times, like 3 different sessions, not one time done, one time done, one time done. Like, no, 3 different times. Am I saying that shit maybe 20 times?
Yeah.
At full speed. So, and that was in the beginning, day one, we getting started. And, you know, I'm just, you know, I was on fire. So I'm, you know, getting it all from top to bottom. But by the time I'm getting started, old dude, he got on the bus, but he just sitting there. The bus driver sitting there, leaves the door open and just watching me. He literally doesn't stop until I'm done with the round. And then he goes, I like that. All right, you know, but this is like a borderline, probably 40, 50-year-old dude. And he fucking with what you're saying. I'm like, if my man's right here who drive buses and don't like fucking rap like that is talking about this is fire, or I'm walking to the store and I stop in front of an abandoned house on the block and I'm rapping in front of the window because I can see myself, and the young dude walked past and He hear what I'm saying. And not only that, he's staring dead at me, and I can see him looking at me through the window. So I'm like, I damn near trying to get more fancy with it and shit. But he walks past, but once he gets to the corner, he's like, hey, that was cold. All right, we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to rap now. I got this, or I'm doing something right, or all right, I'm gifted. It's confirmation.
Yeah.
But it's also a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? Are you believing in your own raps while people looking at you? It's easy to rap in the shower, ain't nobody there with you in the water. It's harder to rap in front of thousands of people or hundreds of people, and you really got to make them believe that this nigga ain't better than you. You know what I'm saying? Dog, it's fucking hot. And I'm getting black. My head is hot.
Thank you for coming out, bro. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good one.
I'm Billside with the hoodlums, strapped up with the hoodies. Man, y'all sweeter than some cookies. See, y'all had it, but we took it. I'm Billside with the hoodlums, strapped up with the hoodies. Man, y'all sweeter than some cookies. See, y'all had it, but we took it. I'm Billside with the hoodlums, strapped up with the hoodies. Man, y'all sweeter than some cookies. See, y'all had it, but we took it. I'm Billside with the hoodlums, strapped up with the hoodies. Man, y'all sweeter than some cookies. See, y'all had it, but we took it. I went the woods while I live with the snakes. Bullets is flying all up in the place. Wanna survive, I'm eager to live. I ain't got no time for doing the bid. Yeah, we coming for it. Wait a minute, man. We taking risks, amputated hand. They hate the real, gotta take a stand. I want a meal, gotta